What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Ladies, Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you because you become a prize whenever great betting content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. I had to take a breath there, but also dramatic timing, mixing up the intro, doing different things, trying different things like, I don't know, a ladder play today. Sorry, that really kind of boom towards the mic. A ladder play today? That was wild stuff. Mikal Bridges, we bet him 2 threes, 3 threes, 4 threes, 5 threes. Look at me, I can count. It's amazing stuff. He hit 2 in the first 4 minutes of the game. Now we just sit and wait. We sit and wait, and we accumulate profit. If he can keep it going, that would be awesome. Let me know in the comment section below if you tailed from the Odd Shop. Great show that we're doing every single Monday through Friday, giving you live betting content, 4 p.m. Eastern time, all the way up to 5 p.m. Eastern time. That's how it works. It's a 1-hour show. It's great stuff. You want to be checking that out. Aton, myself, we got Lofty, so many great people here at the Odd Chopper channel that you know and love. Come check out all of the great offerings there. Jazz Raz DFS, that being Ben Raza, my dude, covering all the college basketball things. And just like Furman, which, you know, was on yours truly's bracket. Everybody comes bracketologist these times of season. Good things are happening. Good things are happening here, just like Bet365. That's what I was trying to say. If you're in the states of Colorado, Virginia, oh, rip, that's sad, New Jersey, and Ohio, those 4 states, drown your sorrows, Virginia, with Bet365. You got it. Bet $1, get $365 in bet credits right now. All you do, deposit $10 or more, bet $1. And you can enjoy the rest of the tournament by actually betting on it because you won't be watching the Cavaliers play in anything. Ohio, it's available to you. Your Cavaliers are playing basketball, but the Virginia ones, rip. That sucks. You know, let's talk NBA, shall we? We've got 8 games, I believe, on tap. Let me just double check. Because I didn't actually officially count. That's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that. That was a good guess by me. I covered it all for you, so I've got it covered. We've got some plays coming up here right now. Let's get to them. The day begins in Charlotte with Sixers and Hornets. Joel Embiid, good at the whole basketball thing, huh? Yeah. Glad I ended up on the over of his 31.5 points prop pretty aggressively on Wednesday. He made it sweatier than it needed to be, but a nice win with no Jared Allen on the interior. And this Hornets team, woof, 30th in adjusted offensive rating on dunks and threes. 0 mid-range defense where Embiid should thrive. Just insane stuff here that makes me interested in Embiid's points prop, regardless of Williams or Richards or whoever on the interior. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what your name is. Although I won't be betting it yet because books aren't exactly unaware that Embiid is unstoppable at the moment. And you're putting a hefty amount of juice to be backing the overs here. So instead, I'm actually looking at shorting the Charlotte side. The Sixers are 26th in pace at just 97.2 possessions per 48 minutes. And I think the market, as I look at it, is just a little too bullish with their projections. I'm specifically looking at Kelly Oubre Jr., who has stepped into a bigger workload absent LaMelo Ball, but certainly not from an assist perspective or from a three-point shooting perspective, as he remains under 33% from the outside in that regard this season. So at the line here, that's set at 2.5, and the pace concerns that I have against the Sixers, I think we need to be taking an under here to start our day. So a standard like on the under of Kelly Oubre to make less than 3 threes, because it's either 1 or 2. It's not like it's going to land on the half. That's why it's 2.5. I hope you knew that. Kelly Oubre, under 2.5 threes. Like it. Off to Warriors visiting the Hawks next. And Steph Curry, 50 spot last game. Great job. You lost the basketball game and lost me money. That sucked. So that was not enjoyable. I really do think this Warriors record on the road is a major outlier at 7-24. In no way indicative of what they'll be going forward. But maybe I just tread lightly here for the time being and not try to chase that. We did get word, though. Steph Curry going to play here, which matters quite a bit because Draymond Green not going to play here. 16th technical this season, will not be suiting up. A steady dose of Kevon Looney, Jonathan Kuminga probably moving into that starting unit. Books will certainly be accounting for that, but does seem like they're properly accounting for offense here. Oh, boys, girls, 247.5. That is the largest total that I can remember seeing this NBA season. I could go through and look and find out in a second, but I'm not going to. I'm just saying what I did do is I put in the pace projections, taking Draymond Green off the floor. There's more scoring. There's a healthy dose of this Quinn Snyder-led new coaching staff, new regime here, Hawks team that has zero interest in playing defense anymore. So more scoring there too. I've got this total north of 252, just a shy hair north of 252. That's a lot of points. But at 247.5, that means that there's actually room for us to be betting this puppy. So yeah, if I had to lean towards a team, I'd be happy to take the 3.5 with the Warriors, but I think I can nab a number that 4.5. Maybe people care about Draymond Green still. He should. He's good from a mattering on defense perspective. But there will be no defensive played in this one. So my favorite bet so far, over of 247.5, the total. We like that too. We go to Washington and Cleveland. We've seen some injuries from both sides here of late. Jared Allen going to continue to be out, but you know what else? Nothing. No other injuries of note. Not a single probable on an injury report. Let me just say, when it says nobody, and then the other side has just Jared Allen, that's efficient. Books are pretty good at this. Let me just throw it out there for you. If there's no injury news waiting in the wings, you know what to do. Blues, clues, blues, clues, blues, clues. We're going to find another paw print. That's the third clue. You put it in your notebook. Now you know what to do. Don't bet anything. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. If you have to do something, the under of 220.5 would be the closest thing to something I would want, but I want none of this milk. Hey, Sideburns, you want some of this milk? I'd rather have a beer. Name that movie in the video description box below. Next game, the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to Chicago here to the Windy City. We have a questionable Rudy Gobert. We always have a questionable Rudy Gobert, something to be paying attention to there. Naz Reid too, nasty Naz, came out, knocked down some shots. But all that really matters, again, I'm a Timberwolves fan. I would like to see them win, but they covered the 5.5 against Boston and fade the public there. Everybody was on Boston. I did not understand it. Minnesota played it competitively, looked nice. Good to have Gobert and Naz in there. Would like to see them in again here against the Bullies. The Bulls are just not all that impressive. And again, it's another line. Why do we keep betting Minnesota? I've been betting against Minnesota. My life was a lot more fun when I could just cheer against my own team because I knew being a Minnesota sports fan would only bring me pain and sadness. Probably why I'm doing VODs for a bunch of strangers on YouTube on the daily. I don't know. You guys like me, right? I need self-worth. I need self-importance. I'm not getting it from my basketball team, except for of late, because we keep winning bets with them. Think they're undervalued here. I have this one as a straight-up pick-em. Straight-up pick-em. We're getting 3. It's a lot of points to be getting with Minnesota, so therefore, yeah. Just another bet that goes in the old like column. Let's go, Timberwolves. I said it before, I'll say it again. I am so sorry to the state of Virginia if you're a Cavaliers fan, but I'm not upset about this offer that's available in Virginia. Yes, only 4 states. We have Virginia, the Commonwealth of, or something like that. I don't know. Virginia, New Jersey, Colorado, and Ohio. I repeat, rip to Virginia, but not really because this offer is awesome. Ohio, New Jersey, and Colorado, those 4 states. You bet $1, you're going to get $365 in bonus bets over at Bet365. Damn, that's fine. Why don't you sock it to me one more time? Get in the video description box. Get low. Go down there. Click on that link. Bet $10. You're going to deposit $10. You're going to bet only one of them, just one of those $10 on anything that your heart desires over at Bet365. And when you do, you're getting $365 in bonus bets. No questions asked. I've never seen a deal like this, period. It's the coolest deal I've ever seen from a book. I wish we had it available. I'm going to be in Arizona for spring training this entire weekend. I wish I could be firing it up in Arizona, but no. Why would I possibly get that opportunity? No, they hate me. But they do not hate you. I repeat, Colorado, New Jersey, Virginia, Ohio. 4 great states to be in because you can take advantage of this deal if you're 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. That does it for that. We'll have a ton of other promotions for all you other states. I don't know, the other 46 of you. It's not as fun. This deal is awesome. But sign up in the video description box below if there's anything else that you like. Let's go on with the picks. We go to the Pellies taking on the Houston Rockets. And the last time we saw the Pelicans, we saw them get their booties whipped. We had the Brandon Ingram swat, baby, swat. The Lakers just completely went berserk. And then, by the transitive property, the Rockets beat up on the Lakers, and I don't quite understand how any of this works or why it matters. Oh yeah, because the NBA has parity. There are some weird things that happen. They've now beaten Boston and the Lakers at home back-to-back, and now they're hosting the Pelicans. And I will say, pretty interesting minutes that we're seeing of late from these Houston Rockets because you want to talk about tanking. Not a lot of tanking occurring when you're playing your lead guys 36 to 38 minutes a night. And you know who the main dudes who are getting that kind of run are right now? We've got KJ Martin in that starting unit, Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, and number 4, the guy I'm the most interested in betting, Jabari Smith, who has now played 47, 36, 36, and 37 minutes his last 4. Now, starting next to Tari Eason isn't as fun, but we saw Şengün come back into that starting unit, and that means a little bit more usage going in his direction. I will say his points prop is a little bit higher than what I would want, but with this kind of minutes allotment, I have him projected around 27 points, rebounds, assists all together, and his line's sitting at 23.5 with very minimal juice on the over. So, Jabari Smith Jr., welcome to the program. Don't think I've bet him all year long. Maybe he ends up being good. That'd be really great. If you're a Houston fan, put Victor Wembanyama on this Rockets team. I'll tell you one thing. I'll be watching them on League Pass next year. That's for damn sure. But we've got Jabari Smith. Yeah, over 23.5 for this dude. Another like. We'll get to some locks later, but just a lot of things on this card that I like more than the average bear. Look at that, a bear. The Memphis Grizzlies taking on the San Antonio Spurs. See, it all comes together. You do enough of these videos, you're just trying to have fun for yourself sometimes. That's kind of the point. But we got the Memphis side of this one. Still no John Morant. He was naughty. Sounds like he'll be getting back soon. Maybe he just already served some of those suspensions and he had the interview with Jalen Rose. Like, I'm cheering for the kid. Just be good. But we all know Tyus Jones has made us some money here. So, pretty good backup point guard there. Desmond Bane's season continues. Jaren Jackson Jr. did some things even in that loss against Miami. Interesting. Well, yeah, they're playing the Spurs here, and that is just disgusting. We got Devontae Graham, who's already announced out. We had Bassie, who got hurt. He's out. We got Romeo Langford, who's out. Collins sat on that back-to-back, so he's back. But, like, does that matter a lot? He's a good basketball player, but they traded Pirtle, and they don't have good centers. They're facing this Memphis team, and they're good defensively, and there's a lot of issues there, and I don't really want to do anything with San Antonio ever. Do I even want to go to San Antonio? Yeah, I kind of do. That one would be cool to look at. But Memphis money line is the lean here. I don't really have any kind of a firm stance. I got 2 games coming up a little bit later I'm a little bit more interested in, but didn't see any props I was really interested in from the Memphis side. Thought I might, but I didn't. San Antonio, don't know what to do with it. Keldon Johnson maybe will score a little. Don't bet this game. Memphis money line, though, if you have to. 2 games to go, and oh, baby. Jason Tatum questionable entering for Boston, taking on Portland with Jeremy Grant questionable, but the big news, Damian Lillard playing basketball Friday. Portland needs to get themselves winning some basketball games really quickly. They are 31-38, 13th in the Western Conference. You might know 10 get in, and well, the play-in game 7 through 10 play each other. So everybody's really bunched at the bottom end of the West, and why they traded Josh Hart, I don't know, because he's doing well for New York. One man's trash is another man's let's win 10 games in a row. You know, that's how it works. That's the old saying. But Boston questionable. Jason Tatum, that confirmed matters. And we had a spread out -4. This is a definite middle that we're looking at here. I think this leans a little bit more, though, towards him being out. And that's where I'm saying anything geared towards Tatum being in has me have this spread around 7.5. You also have Jeremy Grant questionable. You have a lot of things in flux. So I get that it's not quote unquote value the way that you might think of it, but I would see this money line being closer to -200, which means we're going to lock the money line and we're going to combine it with something coming up next here. So stay tuned. But Boston money line, I think it's kind of undervalued considering Tatum. Robert Williams being out, of course, matters, but Tatum being questionable, if you get him ruled in, awesome. But Portland has Jeremy Grant who could get ruled out, and then you're looking at Trendon Watford playing extra minutes, Matisse Thybulle having to play a larger role. Boston should be able to handle themselves here. They've been tested, lost a close one to Houston, even though it's Houston, but Houston's playing better, I suppose. And Minnesota, another close one. They're tried, they're true, they're tested. Boston moneyline gets it done for us on Friday. And the last game of the night, and I never do this. I never, ever do this, but we're going to be combining the late night hammers together in terms of money lines. It's the Dallas Mavericks facing the Los Angeles Lakers. And Pay attention to this Dallas news. We have Luka Doncic already ruled out for this one. Kyrie Irving questionable. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. questionable. Otherwise, you're looking at the same rotation we had. Josh Green, Reggie Bullock played awesome, absolutely fantastic basketball the other night. 46 minutes, put up 20, 13, and 2 in that win, that overtime win that they needed against San Antonio. Just inbound the basketball to the nearest person. There was a second left on the clock. Moronic stuff, especially considering Jason Kidd, noted point guard, noted very good at basketball IQ. Just inbound the ball. What are they going to do if they even steal it at half court? You have a second. Whatever, that's a conversation for a different day. On the Lakers side, though, completely healthy. Anthony Davis, probable. Well, you know what I mean. Completely healthy for what we expect because LeBron James continues to be out. Sounds like he will be back for the postseason. I can tell you one thing. I wouldn't want to be a 6 or a 7 seed playing this team in the play-in game. That is for damn sure. Lakers starting to make moves. They don't dance now. They make money moves because they have three-point shooters and Malik Beasley, D'Angelo Russell. Pretty fascinating stuff happening with this team. So, there's no line here yet. They're waiting on Kyrie Irving. If Kyrie Irving plays, you're getting value here. And if he doesn't, you're just getting a freebie. So, either way, it's going to work out nicely for you. But I'm combining the late night hammers. I'm going to be watching some college basketball, just like all of you will. It's going to be enjoyable stuff. But I'm definitely combining Boston with Los Angeles. Yes, we're taking the two blue bloods of the NBA, the Lakers and the Celtics, and we are combining them in a late night special money line parlay. You heard it here first. They get it done for us here in the late night hammer. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Go to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays on Friday's board. Looking forward to having some spring training, some baseball in my life over the weekend. Watch some of the NCAA tournament. Wish I had bet 365, but you have it if you're in Colorado, New Jersey, Ohio, or sadly, Virginia. Again, cheer yourself up. Get a nice warm glass of hot cocoa, even though it's not that cold in Virginia. I think it's all right, but get $365 in bet credits right now when you bet $1, just $1 over at Bet365 in the video description box below. Click on that link, follow it, deposit $10 or more. And if you're got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. It's if you're 21 and over to take advantage of that. Alrighty, y'all. I'll be back next week. You know the drill. We got Aton over the weekend. Definitely check out his videos. Until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Friday.